venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. You know, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They run with Patterson. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
The running back.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Patterson on the draw play. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll look to throw here on first down. That is caught by Cohen. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Willie Snead, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have taken the early lead. His first career touchdown pass, and, you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, and make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, Swift. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The kick is good.
And he's able to put it through.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Mariota. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Complete.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
First down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He's taken down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that detracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Marcus Mariota keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Lions have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Lions 14, Bears 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
4 yards.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Julian Okwara drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded right around his own 43. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 41. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
A first down throw for Mariota. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Julian Okwara able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Returnable here from the 38. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mariota over the middle to Smith. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
15. Touchdown.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Hey, Mike.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Patterson. That's a gain of 5.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got Miller. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They'll throw now on the final play. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. This is up and good from Pinheiro. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a 3rd down.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he'll take it just outside the 40. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
At the 44-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
This pass into the arms of Snead, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On on first down. Patterson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Once more, they turn to Patterson, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. I'm glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Patterson, and not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
The 20-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
By Julian.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The catch made by Miller. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll set up to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
The pass.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Being chased out left. He's going to take off, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The kick is
and it's up and good.
Makes the score Lions 28, Bears 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He can run for it, and he will. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And he'll complete this one to Patterson.
The pass.
They need a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
He uncorks it for Snead, and that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. He'll look to throw. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Patterson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. That's caught at the 3. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Extra point. And the lead is down to 4.
Good. Makes the score Lions 28, Bears 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard
The
line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, past the 20, and they will score a pick-6 for Bears touchdown.
Touchdown, Bears.
This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick-6 because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
2nd and 5.
Once again, it's Swift. 5 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
He's back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
He's checking.
They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Number 41.
Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Second and goal from the 1. They'll run forward with Montgomery. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Miller, incomplete. It's now fourth down and goal.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. Back to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
To kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Bears, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Got the party going.